Welcome to EnVue Health, Founders Friday show with your host Dr. Lecresha, Sewell and Shermiah, Holland.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lecresha Sewell, and I am the CEO and co-founder of EnVue Health.
And I'm Shermiah Holland, the CTO and co-founder of EnVue Health.
And we are excited to talk to you all today and discuss our company, why we exist, our founding story. So we'll just get right into it. So EnVue Health, it was truly founded due to both personal and professional experiences. My background, I am a board certified women's health nurse practitioner. I actually had an unplanned pregnancy in undergrad. And during my sophomore year, I know, I don't recommend that. But nevertheless, there were some other personal influences around my decision to actually seek care at a local clinic rather than some other options that I could have taken. And in that experience, I learned a lot about navigating the healthcare system and what it was like for someone who had, I guess we can say, government insurance, Medicaid insurance, and the provider that I actually received care from. And not saying that she did anything wrong, but I left oftentimes lacking clarity, lacking understanding, feeling unfulfilled when it came to that. So that truly led me on my journey. I was already pursuing a nursing degree, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. And I knew from that experience, my sophomore year, that I wanted her job because I did not want anyone else to experience what I had during the time that I was pregnant and at the time of delivery, where I felt unseen, where I didn't feel like I was understood, and no one really took the time to help me navigate through that journey. Fast forward, being in practice, practicing during COVID, working during COVID was quite an interesting time for us healthcare providers, treating a lot of patients. And by the time COVID came around, I think I had been in practice for at least 6 years or so. I don't know. Time gets away from me. Total, I've been in practice for 12. But nevertheless, I kept encountering patients over the years, and even more so during COVID. I noticed more of the inequities that existed with patients who were trying to gain access to care, who were trying to connect with providers that saw them, that understood them, that actually heard them and listened to their concerns. And with me being specialized in OB-GYN, women's health rather, it was very limited as to the providers that I could refer the patients to, whether that be a primary care Spanish-speaking provider or a hematologist that is not booked out 6 months out. Like, it was just very limited. And so in order to expand upon that, digital health was the way to leverage that level of care that I felt was needing and the resources that were lacking for patients. Truly, it was supposed to just be a resource for patients. Most healthcare providers, or healthcare professionals in general, we go into healthcare knowing that our goals are to improve health outcomes. So, can't say that for everyone, but you would hope that
we would hope
that is the goal. So it was supposed to be just a resource that was developed in COVID. My cousin had actually connected me with a contractor out in Dallas, and he built out the original mobile applications, which were just a directory. We were under the name Melanated Healthcare then, because it was more specific to BIPOC patients, or Black, Indigenous, people of color, for those who don't know that term there. And we wanted to ensure that they were able to connect because, as we know, our disparities that exist amongst BIPOC individuals tend to be a lot worse off than the general population, shall we say. So under Melanated Healthcare, that was launched as an LLC in 2020. We did a lot of building between 2020 and 2022, but we were gracious and thankful when Shermiah came on board to take lead in the tech realm and lead with her expertise as far as the contractor. And then 2024, came on full CTO of the company to take us to the next level and scale. Now, Shermiah, I know you have your own personal journey, and that influenced you to align with our work and what we do as a company. So take it away.
I definitely align with the vision for EnVue Health, and definitely have a different type of story, but the same. And so, like, fast forward years later, I decided to have a baby of my own and experience the same issues. I don't recommend getting pregnant in your 30s either. It happens. But experiencing some of those same feelings of just being unseen, unheard, having questions that just went really unanswered, to be honest, and being told certain things and being scared, I would say, and having a level of anxiety that I just felt like my physician at the time wasn't helping to subside those feelings. And so I really aligned with our vision and our mission here to just ensure that patients are seen, they're heard, they're understood, and that they have the education that they need to really be empowered for their healthcare journey. So that's what we're doing. And my background, I'm an engineer by trade. I do have a healthcare background as well. I started in pharmacy, and just seeing all of the things that transpire within healthcare, there's definitely obvious gaps, even from a technical standpoint. So you have the fragmentation of your information, being really cognizant of your information and how it's being used. And so seeing those things and partnering with Dr. Sewell, Lecresha, on this mission and vision has been a great experience. And so that's how I align, and that's my role within the organization.
Absolutely. Very important role. Again, leveraging technology is critical when it comes to closing the gaps that exist in healthcare. She just stressed enough how important her role is in the tech world, or just healthcare in general. So much is transpiring when it comes to, when we think of how AI is used in healthcare, when we think about how much technology is actually utilized when it comes to healthcare. For efficiency, for all sorts of things. So I'm really excited to be on this journey with her. And again, having her as an expert in healthcare technology is amazing for us in the company. So what we plan to do ahead.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, looking ahead. As I mentioned, Melanated Healthcare was from 2020 until 2024. We actually pivoted, rebranded, changed our name last year, and made that announcement when we were in Texas, Detroit, in December 2024. So really excited about that. EnVue, or EnVue, means visible or in sight, which aligns with our mission to ensure all patients feel seen, heard, understood, underlining those things, underscore, all the things. So really excited for the advances that are taking place. As you know, as a tech expert, technology is ever changing. So really trying to ensure that we are able to scale the technology in order to have the best utilization for both the patients and providers. And then we're not going to do a full product overview today, but if you just want to give like a brief,
So our product currently, again, it is a directory. We do have 158 credentialed and verified providers that do deliver specialized care and are trained to ensure that you are being seen and heard and understood. In that list of providers, we do have individuals that are able to provide telehealth or telemedicine visits as well. So it is virtual care. And then we ensure that you get access to on-site visits if needed. And so we're capable of, it is fueled, we are capable of delivering that level of service. I believe we have behavioral health, primary care, and women's health, of course. Yeah.
Mix. I know. My specialty. No, I'm just joking. The main thing, like the main thing is the main thing. But no, as you said, we are one of the few platforms that actually addresses the need for women's health. When it comes to women's health, you try and think, oh, what can you possibly do? I do all sorts of things. I prescribe medications, I order labs, I refer, counsel, support during pregnancy. As we mentioned, there was a lot of emphasis on the fact that sometimes you would leave those appointments unanswered. And as a provider, I'll tell you, for a routine OB visit or routine pregnancy visit for lay people, we get like 15 minutes. And I mean, that does not give us enough time to sit through and not only just listen to the heart tones and do just the physical aspect, but to really counsel and answer questions. So that is where we align as well. And we're able to provide additional support throughout whatever healthcare journey you're on, and ensure that you have the resources and the know-how to do so.
I mean, I wish I would have had that. Like, cause if not, I would have been, at my doctor's office every day. I didn't get the 10 kicks in 1 hour, so it's good to have that. Yeah. It's good to have a platform in which you can connect to providers to even, talk about those level of things and get the attention that you need.
For sure. Yeah.
So a little bit more about our product. And so we are available on iOS. And we are also available on the web as well. And so you can download our application on your mobile devices. You can access it via web. We encourage you to do so. We also are encouraging new providers. So if you are a provider and you're interested in being on our platform, please do register. We do have a lot of things that are coming down the pipeline. Again, Dr. Sewell mentioned, AI. And so we are on the race of integrating AI into our platforms to create a better experience for you all, but also our providers. We're also working on some provider specific functionality to ensure that we're creating community practice for you all and ensuring that you're continuing your journey and ensuring that you're delivering that specialized care. So there's a lot of things that are in the pipeline that we'll be working towards. And to release hopefully fairly soon.
Yes, fairly soon for sure. And in the event that because again, we only provide digital health. We're only virtual. We do not do any in-person visits. We're always seeking collaborations and partnerships when it comes to the payers, when it comes to the health systems or a clinic or what have you. So that way, in the event that we do a virtual visit, say we're filling medication for 30 days just until they can get into a new PCP or primary care provider. Sorry, guys. Then by all means, we'll be able to have that pipeline where we can ideally streamline their care and get them in without any resistance as far as scheduling. So always seeking partnerships. That is really how we function. We are a partner in care. We bridge the gaps in care. We are not a primary provider by any means, but ultimately we are able to fulfill the needs that exist that can influence health outcomes and the experiences that patients have, and providers for all means, because we want to have patients that want to see us too. So
and we do encourage you along this journey with us you're really to empowered and be empowered for your healthcare journey. Like take control of your healthcare journey. Be informed about your diagnosis and things that are taking place. And so we're providing that level of care for you to stay informed and for you to be empowered and for you to embrace that journey. I think lately it's been moderations, lifestyle moderations. And so we really want you to join this journey with us and change your behavior and how you feel about your healthcare and what's happening with you on a healthcare spectrum, but own it and be in front of those things.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, there are a lot of resources, a lot of things out there, but it oftentimes boils down to what we see as healthcare providers and just healthcare professionals in general is just the underutilization. For one, because you don't know how to navigate, you don't know how to use those resources that exist. It's just like giving you a bunch of tools that no one has shown you how to use a drill or how to go about it. I mean, it's just what use is that? So that again, underscoring what Shermiah said. I mean, that is something that we as a company really, really place emphasis on wanting you to feel empowered about your journey, wanting you to know how to utilize and navigate the healthcare system, which again, at 20 years old, being pregnant, I did not know how to navigate.
Yeah, I'm just listening to what you're telling me. Like, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know I had all of the options, and I didn't really have the support in the way that some people do to also lean in on that to help me to understand that there are options, and you do have options. Yes. Truly. So never feel like just because you got one experience with a provider or with a health system or what have you, that you completely write off your health or your journey or your goals. Like, you can make a decision to change that, and we are here to help you with that.
Also, along the journey, we'll start to work on what it means to be seen from a digital standpoint, and changing your mindset about digital care in general, because, as technology starts to be an infrastructure for a lot of industries, it's important, even from a healthcare perspective, that you understand the changing technologies that are taking place, but then how do you embrace those things and really participate in the change, and where are you within the change, and how you can be an advocate of change in taking that journey in a digital format. So we will be talking through what that looks like and helping you embrace that journey in a digital way.
Yeah, because digital health is also something that is totally underutilized. Like,
yes,
you don't have to go to the emergency room for every single thing. I assure you of that. First of all, if you're sitting there for hours on hours, generally, if it's not anything that's emergency room or for emergencies, guys. So that, again, the resources like what we have, or just being able to streamline and get you in a little bit faster, it's really what we are here for, and what we are doing, I would say, pretty well.
Pretty good, yeah.
What's on the bottom of that chat?
Do you want to talk about the experience with the? No, you talk about this. So I want her to talk about it. Talking about the experience with the individual that came over that was pregnant, and you streamlined her care and got her.
Oh yeah. So we well, there were quite a few individuals actually now since that one experience, but oftentimes say you come from out of state, and for whatever reason you get insurance in a state that you're now residing in. Sometimes it can take a little while to get an appointment, and oftentimes in the OB world, they'll consider you a transfer, and then we'll want to review all your records, and you say you're 30 something weeks. That is not ideal to have such a delay.
Yes.
Or even have those types of life events where you're moving. And so one instance where Shermiah is referencing, payer directly referred a patient to us and provider to provider. I was literally able to get her into a new OB appointment within 3 days, which generally that is unheard of. So utilizing our connections, our collaborations, our partnerships, I did all the initial assessments. I prescribed her prenatal vitamins. Pretty much everything that you would do at an initial OB appointment. I was able to do that except the physical exam, which she had already had performed anyways. Like, she had her ultrasound. She had all the things already done since she was 30 something weeks. But it was just an issue. She said she called six different OB offices, and they considered her a transfer, and she could not get in. So when I did that, when I was able to make the connection to the health systems that I had some collaborations with, sorry, I couldn't get that out. Some collaborations with, I was able to get her in literally within 3 days.
Yeah. So those are the type of things that we're solving for, and ensuring that you receive that quality care. We hear often individuals going to the doctor or going to the hospital. I think it was one that went 19 times or so, and stated that they had these issues, weren't really heard, weren't seen, and ended up having to have a whole, thing moved from her brain. Mm-hmm. So, what I mean? So it's those are the things that we're solving for within our organization.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, emphasis on the fact that we are a collaborating organization. We are in need of more partnerships so that we can continue our work. and making a difference in how patient care delivery is. I think we need a whole overhaul in our current care delivery model, but I can be here till tomorrow, probably speaking upon my personal opinions on that. But so I won't go there. But there's just so much when it comes to how the system was originally made up. And oftentimes we weren't at the table when some of those decisions were made for us. So therefore, being in the position that we are in now and being that connector, that connecting piece, we're able to influence how some of that delivery goes and ultimately how those outcomes are. Okay, and really want to highlight our community engagement is a major player in the work that we do. We are really, really involved in the community and always look forward to feedback from the community to know what the needs are. You can't know what the community needs if you're not in the community. So we are truly boots on the ground. But truly boots on the ground when it comes to the community work. We do health fairs. We participate in wellness days where we're doing screenings. We sponsor some events when we're able to. Emphasis on when we're able to. We also, we just show up in the community. We are there if there are any community events or anything that the community would need any participation in. We're more than happy to do so and support. We are here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Give some good support.
Yes, indeed. So nevertheless, we are here in the community to support. We always look forward to hearing from not just in Louisville, but the community needs in general. Our goal is not to remain local or regional. We are looking towards national and global because we can make such an impact through technology. So that is where we are headed in the future. So I don't know, Shermiah, if you want to just kind of talk about some of our platforms and how they can connect with us. And
yes, so you can connect with us via Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, and LinkedIn. So please follow us, engage, comment on our videos, like them, participate, ask questions. So we're here for it all. So please do follow us on all our social media platforms. All right. So we want to thank our viewers for allowing us to come into your homes through your devices. We do look forward to engaging with you all, and stay tuned for a great season of Founders Friday with Dr. Lecresha Sewell and Shermiah Holland here on EnVue Media.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.